Let us talk about property. Have you ever heard the word property doesn't lose value? And, have you ever heard the word property? If you have a property, property will keep appreciating and all the stuff. But what if you want to buy property and you say, Bongs, we have sent you in local to go and acquire information for us in this channel so that we can make an informed decision. I need you guys send me to do that. Send me out to deliver that information. Well, I have gotten that information for you. If you want to buy property, you want to rent property, and you're looking at bonds, we have seen a lot of interest rate and all the stuff. How does it affect me? How do I make money into this? Oh, look, in this thing of property and all the stuff. In this video, we are talking about property rental and things that you need to know if you are owning property or if you want to buy and you want to rent out a property. And I've also gotten some shocking information to say at this time, actually others, they prefer not to buy property, rather rent out property. And it has been said that to some people as well, it is working very nicely. You know what I'm saying? So if you are one of those people, okay, you will tell me in the comment section below. And I'm going to tell you as well, Guti, why are they saying, experts are saying, Guti, it is now more valuable to rent property rather than owning property, to get a point. And then a warning message to the people that want to buy property. We've been told it's actually a bad time for people to buy property. So in this video, we will dissect all of that, the stats they in, the percentage and all the stuff. I'm going to go through all of that information, provided that you're interested. If you are interested, then please stick around. As you stick around, there's only one favor that I'm asking from you guys, and that favor is that you subscribe, you like the video, and you do comment in the comment section below. Why do you need to do all of these nice things, good people? Well, you need to do all of these nice things because doing it does help out a lot when it comes to the YouTube algorithm to promote and spread this video to as many people as possible. So definitely, good people, the power here is in your hands. Please exercise that power in favor of this video. You know why you need to do that? Because it does help out a lot when it comes to the YouTube algorithm. Please do all of those nice things that I've just told you about right now. So let's get into this one. Hey, yeah, Webongan. I'll share because we sent you to go and seek information for us. So, Minaga as a servant, I came across this beautiful article by PROPERTY24. They had this nice constructive article. When I saw it, I was like, wow, it would be valuable for the people that have sent me, because I'm just a messenger. I was sent to go gather this information. People, they said to me they want to make a decision, you know what I'm saying, about property these days. Others, I want to own it. And, so as a servant, this is what I got. Property 24 says the value of owning a rental property takes a requirement to consider when investing. Now, according to the article, it goes like, as interest rates continue to rise, hitting a 14-year high at 8.25% of challenging economic conditions prevail. Home buying has slowed down, according to Anthony Chosen, principal and owner of Meridian Realty. Right. They say in May, the South African Reserve Bank Monetary Policy Committee raised the repo rate by a further 50 basis points to 8.25%, leaving the prime lending rate at 11.75%, the highest it has been since 2009. At that time, Samuel Stiff, chairman of the Stiff Property Group, said the decision by the SARB Monetary Policy Committee to hike the repo rate for the 10th time in just 2 years by another 50 base point is a huge burden for consumers and home buyers. Now, they continue to say the direct effect on homeowners and bias is that the cost of borrowing has risen drastically over the past 2 years, said Steph. Now, I'm going to give you this example. These examples are very much important. One example that I got was that if you, a BMW, now mind you, we're talking about 2022, 2023. I went into this dealership. They are selling only expensive cars, only luxurious cars. So I was asking about the BMW 341i. The BMW 341i, prior to count for interest rate from the last one going backward. So you're going to say the last one, the second last one, third last one, and that one, fourth last one. Prior to this fourth interest rate, that BMW, you would have bought that BMW at about 20 to 22,000 rand. As of now, do you know how much interest rate has affected you when it comes has affected the price of that BMW? That BMW today is around 28,000 rand. So prior to this this four consecutive interest rate, you would have gotten that BMW at around 20 to 22,000 rand. Particularly if you will buy that car on debt, obviously. So if you're buying it cash, it's around around million. If I check that, I think it's around that money, around 1 point something million rand if you buy it cash. So I'm saying to you guys that there is a physical aspect of it. There's more evidence as far as the burden is concerned. So a person who took that car, maybe 20, I don't know when did they initiate the fourth last fourth previous interest rate at the so let's say that it was done around October 2022. If the person took a car by then, he would have probably been paying 22,000 rand by then. As of now, the same person is now paying 28,000 rand. How does it feel to your grocery? How does it feel to other duties in the house? You know what I'm saying? Other aspect. But yeah, let's go into property now. You are owning a property. You have. Let me give you this rough estimation to say, if before those interest rate, what does it mean, and how much is added to you? Do you see what I'm trying to say? So they said that a 750,000 bond now has an extra of 259 rand to 7,869 to 8,128. So you know what I'm saying? You see the fluctuation right there. So say for instance it's a 900,000 bond. So probably you were now paying 9,443 rand. So now you will then add 810 rand on top of that because of the last interest rate. A bond or a house that would have costed you 1 million rand. So say for instance you were paying 10,493 rand. Now you will be paying 10,837 rand. You are now paying 344 rand extra. A bond that would have costed you 1.5 million rand, you probably would have been paying 15,739 rand. Now you will be paying 16,000 rand, 16,256 rand. You are now paying an extra 517 rand. 517 rand, right? To a 2 million bond worth of house, you probably would have been paying 20,985 rand. Now you are paying 21,674 rand. You are paying an extra 689 rand. Right. A bond that cost 2.5 million rand, you probably would have been paying 26,231 rand. Now you are paying 27,093 rand. You are paying an extra 862 rand. Right. So according to Property24, they are saying, guys, you need to be mindful of all of these things. They are saying if you are to own a property at this time, you need to understand that there are levies. So the more the interest rate goes higher, the more the levies goes higher. I received an information. What was it? I think that was on Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. What was the date? Yeah. So I received that information, and the information, look, it's July, ne? Yes, now in July 2023. What was the date, Vel? Was it the 4th? I think it was the 4th or 5th, between the two, the date. I received an information from the article called, or from the media company called Business Tech. They told us that if you are a resident around Joburg, you're now going to have to pay more for electricity. As of Wednesday or Thursday, because the article I received, I think it was on the 4th of July 2023. As of now, you listening to this video, chances are, as of you listening to this video right now, the interest rate, the interest has already gone up. I'm not sure whether they said it was going to go up immediately the day after that. You know what I'm saying? So I am saying, guys, if you are buying a property in Joburg, according to Property 24, those are the things that you need to take it into consideration. Understanding that if you do buy a property, these are the repercussions that you are to face. They said that they said that I just want to go through this one. According to TPN, the latest rental monitor released in May 2023, the third and the fourth quarter of 2022 saw a rental escalation increase from a national average of 3.02% to 3.56%. The report goes on to say that property owners can expect a rental growth to continue upward trajectory in 2023 and 2024 if the interest rate remain high. The report details how raising interest rate act as a deterrent to home ownership, with an increasing number of households choosing to rent, increasing demand for rental stock, and ultimately driving rental escalation. So now I think there are two ways to look at this. I don't want to make this video that much longer, right? I'm just looking at this one. So there are two ways to look at this. You do have people in the market that want to rent. They are running away from owning because owning is it's very taxing. But there are a number of things that in Property24, they are saying if you want to buy a house so you can rent it out to people, there are things that you need to consider lest you get into this property and now they can no longer maintain the property, because you can't keep raising the rental money. It doesn't happen. That's why petrol you can get a petrol increase today and tomorrow and day after that, but taxes will not just jump, and just because there was a petrol increase yesterday, now they increase the prices. So they wait, probably on the fourth one, fifth one. That's when they give more. That's when they give a raise. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying to you guys, even with property, you cannot just say, property is in demand, so the more interest rate, the more the interest rate, it's the more I'm gonna get. I'm gonna keep increasing the rent. Nah, it's not happening like that. There's this property that I list out. Yeah, list out. Oh, okay, let's leave it there. The conditions thereon, guys. Oh, yeah, that's when you notice that, you know what, property is, it's not as easy as people think it is, but at the same time, it's nice to have. You know what I'm saying? I'm not actually saying it's a bad thing to have, but I'm just saying you need to be cognizant of the situation. You need to understand what is happening right now in the market. But yeah, there's other things that Property24 says you should be careful of. Number one, some of the deductible permissible expenses include rental and taxes, bond interest, right? Advertisement, agency fee, owner's insurance, garden services, repair and maintenance, security property levies. I gotta get to those who are from Ekasi. They might say, man, I don't need this thing of security. What? Yeah, but if you are out of Ikasi and you are renting, people these days are very clever, by the way. So you can, whether you can say, I don't need it, but some people will ask those things and say, no, I'm not moving in unless this and this and this is on place. So the point is not to discourage you from owning your property. No, that's not the point. That's just beside the point. The point is, in every decision that you make, you need to be aware of the decision itself. I'm a Christian. I came across a certain verse that is found in the book of is it the book of Luke? Yeah, I think it is the book of Luke chapter 16, where I think Jesus was talking to his disciples, and he says to them, if you are building a tower, don't you sit first and calculate if the money you have will be enough to finish that. Because if you don't finish that, people will begin mocking you, saying this guy was building this and he couldn't finish it. Look now, the building is standing still. You know what I'm saying? So he said, before you take that decision, please, you need to calculate if you will be able. I'm trying to read something so that I don't just mislead you guys. So he was saying, before you do all of those things, calculate first if you will be able to finish that project or not. That is exactly what I'm trying to drive to you guys. I will find the verse. It's not Luke 16. I was checking it right. It's not Luke 16. But I'll find it for you. I'll read it on the next one and the next video. Yes. But again, it's just along those lines to say, be careful of whatever you're doing. Oh, yes, it's chapter 14. Yes, I got it. Hey, it's nice to confirm things. It's chapter 14, verse 28. If you go down to from verse 28 to 32. Yeah, from 28 to 32. Luke chapter 14. So it says that if before you build, before you go into war, you need to calculate first if you will be able to withstand what your opponent they are coming with. So that's what I'm trying to say here. I'm bringing this information to say, understand that, are you gonna withstand the interest rate before you just jump into buying property? If you can't, just wait a little bit. Yeah, well, so yeah, that's it for me. Look, today, guys. Me and you guys will see each other in the next video. But until that next video, good people, please take care.